Jai Sai Ram. Chapter 6. Bhagwant Rao Kshishekar Sagar Story. Das Ganu's Prayag Bad. Sri Sai Baba's first advent in Shirdi. 3 Vadas. Bhagwant Rao Kshirsagar's story. How much Baba was inclined for the worship of Vitala, it becomes clear from the story of Bhagwant Rao Kshirsagar. Bhagwant Rao's father was a great devotee of Vithoba. Every year, he used to go to Pandharpur taking wari. They had an idol of Vithoba in their house, whom they daily worshipped. After his son's death, Bhagwant Rao gave up wari, worship, devotion, and every deed. When Bhagwant Rao came to Shirdi, then Baba, seeing him, said, "His father was my best friend, therefore I have called him here. He never given oblation and had kept me and Vithoba hungry. Therefore, I have inspired him to come over here. Now, I will forcefully drag him towards worship." Das Ganu's Prayag Bad. At the confluence of the rivers Yamuna and Ganga, the famous place of pilgrimage, Prayag, is situated. The Hindus believed that by taking bath there, all the sins are destroyed. On every festival, thousands of devotees go and are profited by bathing there. Once, Das Ganu also decided to go there and take bath. With this thought, he went to Baba to take his permission. Baba said, "What is the necessity of wandering there uselessly? Our Prayag is here itself. Have faith in me." Just then, a great miracle happened. As Das Ganu bowed down at the feet of Baba, just then the stream of Ganga and Yamuna began to flow at his feet. Seeing this miracle, the devotion and the love of Das Ganu overflew. Stream of tears began to flow from his eyes. He felt some inner inspiration, and the Strotar Swami of Sai automatically began to flow from his heart through his mouth. Sri Sai Baba's first advent in Shirdi. Nobody knows about the parents of Sai Baba, his place and time of birth. Much research has been done in this connection. Enquiries have been made from other people and Sai himself in this connection, but no satisfactory source came to hand. In fact, we people are totally unknown about this subject. Namdev and Kabir Das had not taken birth like we ordinary people. They were found in the lap of nature as a small boy. Namdev was found on the banks of river Bhagirathi to Gonai, and Kabir Das was found at the banks of river Bhagirathi to Tamal. And similar was the case in relation to Sri Sai Baba also. He himself appeared for the welfare of his devotees under a neem tree as a young man of 16 years of age. At that time, also, he seemed to be an absolute Brahmanyani, that is, one who has the knowledge of Brahma. He had no desire of any worldly thing, even in his dream. He had disowned Maya, that is illusion, and salvation was lying in his feet. Resident of Shirdi an old lady, the mother of Shri Siddhar, explained about him as follows. One young, healthy, active, and very handsome young boy was seen at first immersed in contemplation under the neem tree. He had no care for heat and cold. People felt highly astonished seeing him so deeply immersed in contemplation at such an early age. During the day, he did not meet anybody, and in the night, he used to wander alone fearlessly. People used to ask, dumbfounded, from where has this young man come? His built up and shape was so beautiful that by seeing him, once people got attracted towards the young man. He always used to sit under the neem tree and never went at the doors of any house. Although he seemed to be a young man, but his behavior was like saints. He was an evident idol of asceticism. Once a strange event happened. A devotee was overpowered by God Khandova. People questioned him for resolving their doubt that, "Oh God, kindly tell us he is the son of which fortunate father and from where he has come." God Khandova called for hoe and ordered to dig a particular place. When that place was properly dug out, then under a stone, bricks were found. By removing the stone, a gate was seen where 4 lamps were lit, burning. The way of the gate went into a cave, where a building in the shape of Gomukha, shape of a mouth of a cow, wooden planks and garland were found. God Khandova began to say that this young man made penance at this place for 20 years. Then people began to ask questions from the young man, but he averted by saying that this was the sacred place of his guru. Therefore, it is my place of worship. Then people closed that door as before. As far as the trees of Ashwath and Odhambar are considered sacred. Similarly, Baba also considered this neem tree that much sacred and loved it. Mahal Sapati and other devotees of Shirdi always bowed at this place as a place of final contemplation of the Guru of Sai Baba. 3 Vadas. Sri Hari Vinayaka Sate purchased the land around the neem tree and erected a great building over there. It was named as Sativada. This was the only place of rest to all the pilgrims, travelers coming from outside. It was always crowded. A rostrum was created around the neem tree. Under the staircase, towards the south, there is a small temple where devotees sit on the rostrum facing the north. There is a belief that the devotees who on the evening of Thursday and Friday will burn fragrance, incense sticks, etc., they will always remain happy by the grace of God. This Vada was very old and is dilapidated condition, and its renovation was very essential, which was completed by the institution. After some time, another Vada was built who was called as Dikshit Vada. When Kaka Sahib Dikshit, a law consultant, was in England, then there he got his foot injured in an accident. He tried many treatments, but his foot could not become all right. Nana Sahib Chandorkar advised him to go to the shelter of Baba. Therefore, in 1909, he has the sight of Baba. He requested Baba to heal up the lameness of his mind instead of his food. He got so much happiness by the sight of Baba that he accepted to stay permanently in Shri. For this reason, he built a vara for the devotees. The foundation stone of this vara was laid in 9 December 1910. On the same day, two other special events also took place. Sri Dada Sahib Kaparde got the permission to return to his house and night arati started in Chavadi. After some time, the vada was completed and on the auspicious day of Ram Navami 1911, it was duly opened. After it, another vada, say, a royal palace, was erected by famous Sri Bhuti of Nagpur. Huge amount was spent in the building of this vada. His all wealth became successful because Baba's remains are resting there, and at the present it is famous by the name of Samadhi Mandir. There was a garden at the palace of the temple, where Baba himself used to irrigate the plants and looked after them. Where there was not even a small room, there 3 huge vadas have been erected. Out of them, in the past, Sativada was most useful place. Jai Sai Ram.